Okay, here we are. What I tend to do, I've got the Meshtastic. Because my back's no good these days. I've got a very lightweight pack. I've got the Meshtastic in the top. I'll get it out in a minute. And then inside, I've got a secondary phone. There's no SIM card in that phone. But what that does is, obviously, I can control the Meshtastic through the application and also provide the GPS location to the Meshtastic from the phone's GPS. That's the idea. Some people don't believe it's off-grid. There's no SIM card in that phone. Anyway, I've not had it on the way, so I'm going to fire that up. I've just switched that on for now, but when I've been walking over in the hills over in Mid Wales, which I've had very limited success, no success from Mid Wales at all, limited success from the Jurassic Coast down in Dorset with it, I've left that on, so it would be a way to sort of trace my route. I haven't got location accuracy spot on, but it's within sort of, I think they said about 350 metres, so it could be useful if I went missing or something. But let's see now if I can pick up any nodes across the water and see if I can get a message or two back to base. Right, so there it is. I'm picking up some nodes, but not my node at the moment. It might be my fault because I turned the telemetry right down on it, so it might not announce its position enough, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that's all it is. This is the most basic setup you can get, the Heltec V3, I think it's called. It's just a power bank which lasts ages, and just that on the top, and then that just sits in the top of the bag, obviously with the antenna sticking vertically out of the bag. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm picking a few notes, so I'll put a shout out general call on Longfast and see if anybody comes back. If nothing else, I can see if that appears on Longfast when I get back to base. But it'd be nice to see if my node appear, base node, then I can see if I can do a direct message. Anyway, let's see how we get on. There's a job to see, but just put a message, North Somerset coast, anyone receiving, and it come up with the tick inside the cloud. So it's got into the mesh somehow, and in theory it should be a pretty easy bounce over there and back to my base node a few miles away. So we'll see if anybody comes back, and also nobody comes back when I get home. I'll see if I can see it on Longfast from my tablet that's permanently attached to my Meshtastic back there. So let's see how it goes. So it's promising. At least it's made it in somehow. We'll see. Okay, we got a bite received in Cardiff Bay. Shout out to A3CO there. So I'll just reply. I got a job to see because I ain't got my bloody glasses. Actually, I think I might have a pair in there. That's something I need to. Oh God, getting old. So I'll try and reply to this guy. And yeah, I've not seen my node yet, but I just got my missus to reboot it, so it should announce its position when it reboots. So hopefully I can send a DM back through to the base station. The Cardiff Bay is going to be right over there, so we're probably talking about 20 kilometres, probably about 12 miles, something like that. So yeah, pretty tidy. That's pretty good. Then I got a reply from that guy over Cardiff Bay way. I don't know if that's direct or not. Trace route obviously never works. Well, it does now and again, but I don't want to pump out trace route request after trace route request. So yeah, it works anyway. So I've not seen my node appear yet. I'll give it another 20 minutes and then go home to have some grub. But yeah, I was a bit of a bozo actually, because I should have left it running all the walk here. Then it would have picked up some intel on the way, available nodes as they announce themselves, etc. But I didn't, mainly because I've just reflashed the latest firmware on it, and I was scared it'd be pumping out a load of shit as I was walking and saturate the mesh. So I just switched it on when I got here. But the hope is, once I know it's alright, I'll just leave it on while I'm walking the hills. And it should only announce position changes every 500 metres I've got it set to. So yeah, it's looking promising. I got a message back. There's no, well, I did manage to ring my missus from here, but the phone signal was as flaky as could be. So there's going to be an occasion where I can get messages out, hopefully, where mobile phone signal does not exist. Okay, I've got a trace route come up now and direct into Cardiff West. So I'd imagine it was Cardiff West over to Cardiff Bay, if not direct. So there we are. So I'm hitting stuff with that way over there on the other side of the Bristol Channel. That ain't half bad, is it, really? Not half bad. So literally, as you can see, about 2 feet above sea level. Okay, tide's coming in, plane going across, and there's a small ship over there as well. A couple of ducks by the look of it out in the sea. If it is ducks. Ornithology is not my forte. Anyway, I don't intend to go down with the sinking ship here. My little log. So I'm going to call it a day here. Nice to get a signal over to, or a message over to Cardiff Bay. Don't know if it's a direct one or not. But I'm getting a direct trace route over to Cardiff West from here, which is a fair bit of distance across that Bristol Channel to get to that. So that's pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to actually wear the tech back now, and with it switched on. So we'll see what gets picked up along the path, and I'll check in again if there's anything worth checking in about. So anyway, shame I didn't see my own base node appear as yet, but never mind. What I'd probably do is capture it in the device, so to speak, and then I'll better try direct messaging next time I come out. It might be a while because I'm otherwise indisposed due to something happening later in the week, but I'll be back out as soon as I can. Okay, that was the location then. Someone else came back to me as well, which is smart. So lousy inland, pretty good out through across the Bristol Channel towards Newport, Cardiff, etc. So there we are. Right, I'm going to climb up there now, and let's get the hell out of here. Righto, I forgot to video this yesterday, but yeah, there's some results from my efforts along the coast there, and yeah, it's lost my ID since I last looked. It's got some generic ID there, but it was 104p, and it says North Somerset coast, anyone receiving, and someone came back, received in Cardiff Bay, someone else came back, received, I got you in Portbury, and someone else a bit further down, well, I replied to somebody there, and someone said I'm received 104. I also managed to get a DM back as well from further on the coast when the home node came into view. So I call that pretty good success, actually. And from the mountains over the way there, it should be actually quite useful. So yeah, enjoyed that.